Trump keeps making verbal blunders. O'Malley has pitiful fundraising and support results, and Hillary has had more top-secret emails uncovered. Ken, are there going to be any presidential candidates from the current pool from which to choose come election time?
So right now, I think the front runners are probably Trump and Clinton. So the question there is, if Trump and Clinton get elected, who loses? Probably the American people.
You mean if they get nominated?
They get nominated.
Yeah.
Nominated, yeah. They got to do that first. I'm not so
Republicans will
sure about
certainly
that.
lose, that's for sure.
Well, but they're already.
I think everybody loses.
Well, there may be some logic to that. I was just reading an article recently on the effect that Trump has had on the Republican Party, and they're equating this back to when the Democratic Party back in the '50s split between the regular Democrats and the Dixiecrats. You
Yeah.
guys
Well, this is close to
remember
that. I would say
And
that.
They're saying the establishment just does not know how to deal with Trump, and
Yeah.
if they actually go and they try to make a concerted effort to dump him, Trump goes third party on them.
Yeah.
The Republican Party is not going to have a whole lot left when
Well,
he
there-
drags
Well,
the
Yeah.
core of it away
Trump
with
did
him.
sign a document saying that if he doesn't
Yeah.
get the nomination,
Come on.
he won't go third
Yeah,
Oh,
party.
well, I
Yeah,
don't
that
think
was
I
right.
would. He's not
We'll
the most
see.
trustworthy
yeah.
person in the world, I don't
His
think.
grip on reality is
Slightly,
slim at
yeah,
best.
it's slipping a bit.
So it's,
And the whole thing is, though, see, but the Republican establishment is afraid to confront him. I mean, there's been a
He has-
pitiful
he has
response.
shaken him up. He has shaken
well,
him up.
he's had a pitiful response from other Republicans about his outright lies. I mean, come on, they've been pretty well documented in some cases. They don't want to do that because they're afraid to lose the Trump voters. And there's a pretty solid block of them that exists there,
there is a
and they
solid
want to
block
keep them.
of
There's a very solid
But
block
I
of
think
them.
there's also a solid block that refused to vote for Trump.
So who are they going to vote for, though?
Well, that's the
That's the
real
thing.
big question is, you know,
I mean, they
if
did a
Trump gets
Quinnipiac
nominated.
poll. Did you see the poll today from the?
No,
It's a very reputable Quinnipiac.
Quinnipiac, yeah.
He just got 3 points more.
Wow.
Trump, they now have Ben Carson he's tied for third.
And who's second? Rubio?
Rubio's
No,
second.
Rubio's-
No, Rubio's second. No,
Wow.
he's tied for third with Ted Cruz is Carson
But
and
you know what,
Cruz.
guys?
And after
We
that,
put
nobody
this
has
guy,
anything.
we collectively, and especially the
Don't
media.
say we.
Don't say
Especially the
You got a
media.
mouse in that pocket of yours? Because
Especially the media.
okay, the
Put
media.
Donald Trump on a pedestal. And let me give you the perfect example of that. We talk about Ted. We talk about Marco. We talk about Jeb. And we talk about Mr. Trump.
Well, he knows how to get
Yeah.
publicity, and
Yes.
we started doing
Yeah.
that back when he was doing this birther thing.
So
He is a
ages
good
ago.
Yeah.
thing for the Republican Party. Let me
Oh,
tell you
oh,
why.
please.
Let me tell you why. He is bringing out stuff that would have never been touched by the traditional candidates. And I pray to God he doesn't get elected, but
Right.
he is good for the Republican Party,
Then you
and
guys-
he is good
then
for
you
this
guys
election
need
cycle.
to find a time
because
to dumping before the general election.
well,
pops
you
in.
guys need to find a time to dump Hillary because she is just a accident waiting to happen.
Well,
It's-
you know,
it's
old
generally-
Bernie may just pull it off.
Well, I don't know about
might-
that.
Well, everybody said that a number of weeks ago. We sat at
I'm
this
just
table.
I'm still
and now
bet-
Bernie
I'm
is-
still
he is
betting
where,
on Joe Biden.
He is where Barack Obama was at this time in 2008.
Yeah, but you know what?
The
There's,
poll that came
this
out
is a
today,
different election.
the strongest candidate on the national scene is Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, but this is a different election.
So here's
is not
what I'm really
I don't care. I
really
mean, the polling
interested
shows
in.
him. He really
There's
is.
a strong group of people who will not vote for Trump. There's a very strong group of people who will not vote for Clinton. Is it possible we're going to end up with a presidential election in 2016 where the winner actually has less than 50% of the
Guys,
popular vote?
happened
guys,
a lot.
It's already
guys,
happened.
we
That's happened a lot.
are a long way from a general election.
already
We've not
happened.
even started. We've not even started the primaries yet. Let me tell you something. When it comes down to Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump, Democrats and Republicans will make their choice, and it will probably be with the candidate in their party.
No,
the
no,
independents, who are the majority of voters at
That's
this
right, I
point,
agree with that.
they're the ones that are going to make the decision. So that's where we have to follow. And those guys aren't on record as saying, "I'm not going to vote for Hillary" or "I'm not going to vote for."
They will not go
Donald.
with Trump. They
So,
will not go
and
with
personally, I don't want to vote for either of them.
They may. I don't want to vote for either of them either. They may hold their nose like we do for so many American elections, and they'll vote for Hillary if it comes
Yes,
down
but
to
the
that.
polling
Hillary will be
I
in
don't
jail at that point.
No, I don't.
No,
think so.
no, she's not going to be a judge.
I think what will happen though is I think the Republicans will wise up and get somebody else in there. There's even scenarios where Romney gets it on.
They've asked him
gets it
behind the
down there.
scenes.
Yeah.
They've actually asked him behind the scenes.
And they've asked Biden, and he won't step up.
No, I
Well,
don't-
no, but I don't think he
I
will.
don't
There's a
think
lot
he'll
of
need to.
reasons
I
why
don't
he's
think
not
he'll
going to
need
do it. But if you look at the poll that came out today, the one who beats everyone is Bernie Sanders in a national election, and Hillary beats every Republican also. And she gets independent. The young people is going to be the key, because the young people by far and away like Bernie Sanders. You wouldn't believe the percentage.
I do see a lot of support
18
for
to
him, but
34-year-old. The old people like Trump. There's a bunch that like Trump and some other things. And then Hillary's kind of, and the women, she gets the women's vote. She does. So this is just pure politics here.
One of the producers is standing off camera right now, just shaking her head no, as vigorously as I've seen in
was
recent
what,
weeks.
right now, if I had
that
to
Hillary
choose,
doesn't get the women's vote.
She does
right
in
now,
the
if I
polls.
had to
She does in the
choose
polls.
between Trump or Clinton, I'm going to say Vermin Supreme 2016. The guy with the boot on his head.
The guy with the boot on his head.
Okay.
No, but I mean, the polling, it's very interesting. I was looking at it. It just came out today.
But again, we're so far away from the
Well, I
general
agree with
election.
that. I agree with
You know,
that.
there's a lot of stuff that
The sad part
happened.
is,
That's-
if
that's
you
what I
got
believe
Donald
that.
Trump who throws all aspects of truth to the wind,
Yeah.
couldn't care less about facts.
He doesn't
and
care.
he's doing so well with the Republicans. And as a former Republican, somebody who worked for the Reagan campaign, I'm so ashamed of that party now.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Well, but he's doing a
him
favor
to
for
get
Hillary.
that kind of support now.
He's showing how much there are profiles in cowardice on the Republican side that will not confront him. And he's doing that. He's showing that right now. And they don't like that either, but they don't know how to deal with it, because the right-wing news bubble doesn't care about the facts and the people that
Well,
watch
let me
it.
ask
They
you
don't
this.
care.
Let me back it up here. So,
And he just doubles down.
Let's say let's accept your point that Trump has lied on some things. Has Hillary?
No.
No.
Yes or no?
The public
Yes
is-
or no?
I don't know.
Oh my God!
No.
The public is not going to accept
No.
discrepancies on emails or in Benghazi in the same level as Trump coming on and saying he saw thousands of Muslims out in the middle of Jersey City someplace
And
He
celebrating when
he
there were
con-
like 12. For
He
God's sake.
conflated a video that was running of Muslims in
Yes.
another
Well,
country.
how much brain do you have to know to tell you got the Middle East, you got Jersey City for
It
crying
was-
out loud?
it was a
Come on.
long
Yeah, really.
Where's his campaign?
Is Jersey
people at?
City in that bad a shape?
What kind of? Apparently
Okay.
so, according to Trump. What kind of cabinet is he going to have if he doesn't have advisors telling him the difference between New Jersey and Palestine?
That-
There's
that doesn't
a
mean
lot
a hill
of
of beans.
Muslim policemen in New York
These
City.
factors, these
who really
made-up
are
facts about
incensed.
black crime he's come
Yeah,
up with
that's
recently. It's
ridiculous.
absurd.
What about
Absolutely
the emails that are
Voters
absolutely?
aren't going to care about that. I got
Well,
news
they're
for
going to
you.
care about it a lot more
It's
than
gonna
they're
be
going to
an
care
interesting
about.
You
election.
may care, but
They
the
don't
vast
rise
majority
to
of
the
voters are
level
not going
of
to care.
a demagogic hate.
What do you call vast majority?
It's very different. Hate's
Yeah,
a lot
you're-
different.
Enough people
than-
to elect her, that's for sure.
No,
the
there's
committee,
no way.
the committee,
Mark my
the
words.
guy who led the committee is probably
Hillary
gonna
Clinton
he's
will
being
not be
sued.
the next president.
By
Mark
his
my
own
words.
people.
You heard it here first.
Who, Hillary
I'm
Clinton?
Will not
thinking
be the-
Sanders myself.
I think Bernie,
Yeah, I
I'm
think
telling
Bernie,
you that there's something out there, at least I talk to a lot of people, it's like you said, it's a long time still. And I think when the votes start coming through on some of it'll be interesting to see on both sides, when they actually start casting votes. You've got all these people on the Republican, there are 14 candidates. There are only 4 who poll more than 5%.
Tom,
I think we're screwed no matter who wins.
We need to give you the last word on that.
I got a last word.
Coming up, the relocation of homeless hotel tenants out of Dagmeier is coming under question. Please stay tuned.